Hello student, this is part second of chapter number 5th of 9 science. Today we will discuss what is a cell made up of and what is the structural organization of a cell, and we will try to cover the plasma membrane or cell membrane. So if we study a cell under a microscope, we would come across three features in almost same in every or similar in every cell. These three structures features within the cell is first plasma membrane, second nucleus, and third cytoplasm. So all activities inside the cell and and the interaction of the cell with the outer environment are possible due to these features. Now first we will discuss plasma membrane or cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. So the plasma membrane separate the cytoplasm or the inside material of the cell from the external environment. So the plasma membrane allow or permit the entry and exit of some material in and out of the cell. It is also prevents movement of some other material. The cell membrane therefore is called selectively permeable membrane. So the cell membrane or plasma membrane, you can say, so that membrane is prevent some materials to get in, or also prevent some material to get out from the cell. So सेल मेम्ब्रेन का क्या काम है? सेल मेम्ब्रेन एक तो it is separating the material inside the cell from the outer environment, and second is it is preventing the movement of some materials. So you can understand this is the cell membrane is very important, play very important role in functioning of the cell. So now we can understand how does the movement of substances take place into the cell, and how do substances move out of the cell. So ये movement कैसे हो पाती है? The movement of the material from outside to outside environment to the inside environment means from outside of the cell, and it moves into the cell, and how the materials moves outside from the cell. The movement, how the movement of the substance take places. So some substances like carbon dioxide and oxygen can move across the cell membrane by process called diffusion. So many times you hear about the diffusion. So the gases carbon dioxide or oxygen, you already know, oxygen we required for respiration process होती है सेल के अंदर. मीन्स दीज द होल प्रोसेस इज नोन एज रेस्पिरेशन. आप देखेंगे कि माइट्रोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर पूरी की पूरी रेस्पिरेशन की जो प्रोसेस है वो कंप्लीट हो पाती है. तो माइट्रोकॉन्ड्रिया इज विद इन द सेल, सो द ऑक्सीजन नीड टू गो इनसाइड द सेल to oxidize the food. So this moves inside to the cell. The oxygen move inside to the cell by the process of diffusion. Also the carbon dioxide which will form after the respiration, it will comes out by the process of diffusion also. So we have studied the process of diffusion in earlier chapters. We saw that there is a spontaneous movement of substances from a region of high concentration to a region of where it is concentration is low. So diffusion हमने already पढ़ा है कि चीज़ें मीन्स मटेरियल्स हमेशा हायर कंसंट्रेशन से लोअर कंसंट्रेशन की तरफ मूव करती हैं. सो ये चीज़ हमने पढ़ी है डिफ्यूजन. सो यहाँ भी ऐसा ही होता है बिकॉज when the sometime similar to this happened in cell when we can give an example, some substances like carbon dioxide. If you are talking about firstly carbon dioxide, which is forming inside the cell after the respiration process. So the CO2, which is cellular waste and requires to be excreted out by the cell. It is not required by the cell, it is required to excrete out. So it accumulates in high concentration inside the cell. So when it formed after the respiration, the concentration of the carbon dioxide increases inside the cell. So when the concentration increases, that means it will flow from higher concentration region to lower. The outside of the cell there is lower concentration of CO2, because outside of the cell, inside of the cell the concentration increasing. So it will increase, the concentration will increase, and that's why by the diffusion it will move toward to the outside from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. So in the cells external movement, the concentration of CO2 is low as compared to that inside cell. So as soon as there is a difference in the concentration so of the CO2 inside and outside of the cell, so CO2 moves out of the cell from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Same way, the oxygen also move the oxygen also move from outside to inside of the cell. So similarly, O2 enters the cell by the process of diffusion. When the level of concentration of O2 inside the cell decreases, what will happen? When in the process of respiration, when the food oxidizes by taking oxygen and continuously taking oxygen, the food is oxidizing. What will happen? The concentration of O2 oxygen will decreases, because oxygen used in oxidized process. So the concentration decreases of CO2 that time, and the concentration outside the concentration of O2 outside the cell, it is continuously increasing because we are breathing continuously. So the oxygen getting absorbed and it is reaching up to the outer up to the cell membrane. So the concentration near the cell, the concentration of oxygen near or around the cell is increasing, and same time the concentration inside concentration of O2 inside the cell is decreasing, because our cell is using the oxygen inside the cell to oxidize food. So the concentration continuously decreasing. So there will be difference in concentration of oxygen outside and inside. So the oxygen will move from higher concentration to lower concentration inside and higher concentration outside. So it will move from outside to inside. So hope you understood this. Now water also obey the law of diffusion, the movement of water molecules through such selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. So the movement of gases is known as diffusion, and movement of water is known as osmosis. The movement of water across the plasma membrane is also affected by the amount of substances dissolved in water. Thus, osmosis is the passes of the water from the region of higher water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration. We already discussed it. Now, what happened if we put an animal cell or plant cell into a solution of sugar or salt? Now, by you know dissolving something, we are what we are doing by dissolving something in water, we just trying to increase or decrease concentration of water. So let's see, if the medium surrounding the cell has a higher water concentration than the cell, meaning that the outside solution is very dilute, this cell will gain water by osmosis. So if we are dissolving anything in the water, the concentration of that substances increases, but the concentration of water particle is decreasing. When the medium surrounded by the cell has a higher water concentration, that means the cell is diluted outside. There is water inside, means water inside the cell also, but the water outside the cell is more diluted. Diluted means more concentration of water. So the water will move from outside to inside. That type of solution, when outside environment has higher concentration, known as hypotonic solution. Water molecules are free to pass across the cell membrane in the both direction, but more water will come into the cell than will leave. So net overall result is the water enter in the cell. A cell is likely to swell up. So what will happen? The cell, water will flow from higher concentration outside to inside. So the cell will swell up. तो पानी क्या करेगा, क्योंकि बाहर ज़्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है, वो अंदर चला जाएगा और सेल क्या हो जाएगा, सेल फूल जाएगा. इस टाइप के सॉल्यूशन को बोल रहे हैं हम हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन. सेकेंड, इफ द मीडियम हैज एग्जैक्टली द सेम वाटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. अब वाटर की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन सेम है, बाहर भी उतनी है और सेल के अंदर भी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वही कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है, तो इस टाइप के सॉल्यूशन को बोलते हैं हम आइसोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन. द नेट मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर अक्रॉस द सेल क्या होगा यहाँ पे, कुछ नहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि जो मूवमेंट है वो तो होगा लेकिन नेट मूवमेंट ज़ीरो हो जाएगा. जितना पानी अंदर से बाहर आ रहा है उतना सेम पानी वाटर सेल के अंदर भी जाएगा, तो नेट मूवमेंट जीरो हो जाएगा. थर्ड, if the medium has a lower concentration of water than the cell, meaning that it's the very concentrated solution, the cell will lose water by osmosis. So अगर मीडियम में लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर है, पानी का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है, मीन्स वो डाइल्यूट नहीं है, या हमने किसी और चीज़ का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन उसमें मिला दिया है, तो क्या होगा, जैसे वी यूज डिटर्जेंट पाउडर, तो क्या करते हैं हम, डिटर्जेंट पाउडर मिला देते हैं पानी में और कपड़े धोते हैं, तो द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर डिक्रीजेस पर यूनिट एरिया। सो यहाँ क्या हो गया, अब सेल के अंदर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ वाटर बढ़ जाता है, तो क्या होता है इस केस में, सेल लूज वाटर बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस। दैट्स वाई हमने देखा है हमारी स्किन क्या कर जाती है, बहुत रफ हो जाती है और श्रिंक कर जाती है। सो लूज वाटर बाय द ऑस्मोसिस, सच अ सॉल्यूशन इज नोन एज हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन, और इस टाइप के सॉल्यूशन को हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन कहते हैं। Water across the cell membrane is both direction, but this time more water leaves the cell than enters it. Therefore, the cell will shrink. So we discuss this, how the cell is shrinking. So because the cell is losing its uh, water, that's why it shrink. तो हमने देखा हमारे हाथ क्या होते हैं, सिकुड़ जाते हैं। Hope you understood this. In next video, we will discuss about the next part, next topic. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.